Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualise, My Asexual Life. This is a place for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. So subscribe and hit that bell icon right now. So this episode is especially all about dating and what asexuals need to know about dating in 2024. So if you're new to asexuality and this term, asexuality is a genuine sexual orientation that's based on a lack of sexual attraction. I'm a hetero-romantic asexual, so I'm attracted to guys romantically, but not sexually. I get attracted to guys aesthetically as well, and in multiple other ways, but I don't get the need, urge, want for partnered sexual intercourse. Asexuality is also a spectrum of identities of asexuals, ranging from those who are pure asexual, don't experience any sexual attraction whatsoever, to the grey asexuals who do experience sexual attraction, but it's limited, infrequent, only under specific circumstances, or they experience it, but not enough to want to act on it. So there's romantic asexuals and there's non-romantic asexuals, the absence of romance. So these would be the aromantics or the aromantics, as most people pronounce them. So you've got romantic asexuals and aromantic asexuals or aromantic asexuals. And there's different categories of asexuals underneath these pure asexuals and underneath these grey asexuals. So pure asexuals, you could have a bi romantic asexual, for example, someone who's attracted to two genders romantically but not sexually. You could have a homo romantic asexual, someone who's attracted to the same gender romantically but not sexually. You could have an aromantic demisexual, someone who doesn't experience any romantic attraction but who does experience some sexual attraction only when a deep emotional bond has been formed. Otherwise, they don't experience that. So there's all wonderful different types of asexuals, all under the beautiful spectrum of asexuality. Now, obviously, this makes dating very difficult because we all have our own individual needs, wants, likes, dislikes as people in the world population. But when you're navigating relationships where sex is usually the predominant feature of a relationship, and many asexuals either don't want it or they're not interested in having it as much as the normal amount, or they just may want to take infrequently. And there's some asexuals that are sex positive, so they don't mind having sex. But this makes it very difficult when you're dating because there's a lot of asexuals that don't want sex, that are sex repulsed, they're not interested in sex. And if you're one of those people that's not interested in sex at all, that can make things really, really hard because the majority of people do expect sex in a relationship. Also, for example, if you're demisexual, it might make it very difficult for you because you cannot experience sexual attraction until a deep emotional bond has been formed. And if you can't have sex until that emotional bond has been formed, maintained, and sustained, then you are very much in the same boat as the pure asexuals who don't want sex in that way, up until uh you decide that, wow, I am actually sexually attracted to this person, right? But this is different to a heterosexual, for example, who wants an emotional bond in order for sex to take place. You can't help it. You need an emotional bond in order to feel sexual attraction. It's not a choice for you if you're demisexual. And I see some demisexuals on dating sites and they can find it really, really hard because they just can't have sex until a deep emotional bond has been formed. And so, how does that play into 2024? Well, on a lot of dating sites, a lot of people don't particularly like talking as much. You've kind of got two things going on, from what I gather. You've got the people that just want to talk and have pen pals on dating sites where people are not interested in that. They're looking for either serious committed relationships or they're looking to meet and hook up. They don't want to be partaking talk, right? And then you've got the other side, where you've got people who like just won't even do anything else but hook up. And if you are a person who's a demisexual, for example, who needs a deep emotional connection, you need to have a lot of communication usually for that to happen, to get to know the person. The way we form emotional connection with someone is by having conversations with that person, by sharing secrets about ourselves, by being vulnerable. Intimacy is vulnerability. Vulnerability is intimacy. So in order to have a deep emotional bond, we need to be talking about thoughts, feelings, emotions, and sharing them equally, you and the other person, right? Dating is an absolute minefield. I saw episode the other day, I think it was Diary of a CEO, where he was interviewing this guy, and this guy was saying by 2040, X amount of percent of women will be, I think it's unmarried, without children, and single, and they won't be dating anyone. And there's a lot of videos that are coming out about how hard dating is. So when you throw asexuality to the mix, which is a minority sexual orientation, this makes it a lot more complicated and difficult. So we have to think, what can we do as asexuals? Right. So first of all, you need to know the landscape out there is difficult for anyone when you're dating. It's not just because you're asexual. I want you to take that on board and take that in. Because as asexuals, we tend to think that it's to do with us, that, that we can't get anyone for a relationship. Being asexual obviously has added complications, but there are a lot of people who are not asexual out there that are finding dating just as hard as we are and getting a compatible match if they're not interested in hookups. Hookups are like very easy to get. Having said that, some people find it difficult to get hookups, whereas I get offered sex regularly, So everyone's different, Some people don't get that many likes. I'm on Badoo dating site. I've got over 99 likes. That's quite a regular thing for me. I'm very popular on there. And what does that mean? What does like over 99 likes means? Well, on Badoo, if you've ever gone to badoo.com, there's an app for it, and also it's on desktop. Right? Badoo.com is asexual friendly in the sense that it has a category for asexuals. Right, so you can pick your heterosexual, bisexual, homosexual, asexual. Unfortunately, to my knowledge, they still haven't got a way to filter, so you're just finding other asexuals on there. And I have only come across 8 asexual guys. When I say asexual guys, they're on the asexual spectrum, but most of them, what I've come across, on the grey end of the asexual spectrum, do want to partake in sex, which is absolutely no good to me. The others have beards and smoke, and I'm just not interested in that, right? So it is very tough. And on Badoo, they actively encourage you to swipe right, which means to say you like 50 people to get your match. So they're telling you have to like 50 people on there in order to be able to get a match with someone, and it to be a match, a good match, basically. It doesn't say the word good, it says to get a match, but it's just ridiculous, that is not quality dating. That all they doing is looking at a picture. I'm flattered, I'm honored that they think I'm so good looking that I've got over 99 plus guys liking me, It's been over 200 and something, so I'm honored that guys think I'm that attractive in my face and that pretty in my face that they really, want to swipe for me. That is an honor in the sense that there's a lot of people I know in my asexual groups, and I've seen online, that they don't actually get hardly anyone liking them. And that feels really depressing for them, really makes them feel really down. But you've got to understand that these people that are liking me, they're sexually attracted to me. They look at me, think I'm beautiful, and want to have sex with me, or F me, or bang me, or whatever they want to call it, The guys that I look through their profile, usually they're not looking for anything serious. There's even some guys that say serious relationship, and then they'll say here for a short time, meaning they're not, here for a short time, not a long time. I like playing around, all that type of thing. Basically, they say one thing, they're looking for a serious relationship. They're in the serious relationship category, a few of them, but yet they're saying they don't want anything serious. They like one night stands and stuff like this. So it's just lies. It's contradiction and lies. So always, always read what the actual bio says. If they say things like, I don't know what I want, red flag, do not go after this type of person or get involved with this type of person or start talking to them. If they don't know what they want, they're not intentionally dating, they're not serious, they're going to cause you heartache and pain. Just move on. If they have something in their bio that you do not want, such as kids or marriage, move on. You do not want to be engaging in conversation with someone who's completely unsuitable for you and looking for something completely different to you, right? Guys who have got basically height on their profile, unless you are really bored and want to have a casual conversation with a guy for the hell of it, or whatever gender it is. I'm talking about guys because I'm attracted to guys and talk to guys, right? Unless you want to engage in conversation, have a like casual conversation, maybe you're bored or something. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? If you want a serious relationship, the guys who just stay high, they're not really interested in a serious relationship. They might already be married. And you have to understand that some people on dating sites that are already in relationships, some actively say that they're in an open relationship or they're in a complicated relationship. So you know there already is someone. A number of them have already got kids on Badoo, right? So you need to be not just looking at a picture, you need to go to their picture and look at the pictures and what they've said in the bio as well to see if there's any discrepancies and if they're a liar. Right, if they say in their bio they're 23, but really then you find out they're 29 or something, that's a lie, that's a discrepancy. If they say I don't smoke, but yet you see them having cigarettes in their photographs, which I have seen a number of times, you know they're a liar. Don't go after these people. They're lying. You might think, well, that's just a little lie. Any lie is a lie. If they can be dishonest about one thing, they can be dishonest about another. Move on. Do not waste your time with these type of people. Right? If you don't want kids and they've already got kids, move on. You know, you need to be looking after yourself. You are your main priority, or you should be, right? Because you need to take care of yourself and your own health mentally and physically in order to be in a healthy relationship in the first place. And these guys are not healthy guys, a lot of them. I'm talking about guys, but I'm sure there's a lot of women that are not healthy on these dating sites as well, and whatever gender, right? There's a lot of people that are going around with past childhood trauma and they're not sorting their shit out. And unfortunately, they're taking that to a relationship. Then they're leaving one relationship because it's so bad and they don't figure their shit out. And then they go into another relationship thinking it's going to be better. And maybe it's better for a few weeks or months. And then it goes and repeats the cycle again because they don't want to have confrontation. They don't want to have difficult conversation. They don't want to face the truths, right? So you need to be finding someone who's got a bio, if you're looking for a serious relationship, someone who's got a bio that's got some substance to it, that says like what they're looking for, right? The person that's taken longer to write their bio and what they're looking for and knows what they want is more the type of person that should interest you and be interesting to you, because they're more likely to be serious if they've written a bit about themselves. Like there was one guy, for example, I've just gone and switched back onto Facebook dating on the 1st of January because I get fed up with it on there. They're really sexual and liars, a lot of them. So I have to go off there, give it some rest, and then go on. I like Facebook dating because it's got a lot more foreign guys on there. But I do hardly got any foreign guys coming up for me, and I'm just like, I'm really not that attracted to British guys, so it's really difficult for me. So anyway, again, on Facebook dating, you've got to look for discrepancies. One guy's go, oh, I'm not 27, I'm 29. And his profile bio said he was 28. So, I mean, are you 27? Are you 28 or 29, mate? You know what I mean? You don't want to be going with a guy like that. If you can't, you know what that is, don't you? Because on Facebook, if you've lied about your age to get into Facebook and got Facebook earlier when you were younger than you should have been, that's why it'll show you as a different birth day. Do you get what I mean? So if someone was underage and couldn't go on Facebook, right? Say they were, I don't know what the legal age is for Facebook. Is it 16 or 18? I'm guessing it's 18, but obviously I joined Facebook after I was 18. But say it was, just for argument's sake, say that it was like 18 and they were 15 at the time, right? You'll see a discrepancy of 3 years. Did you see that go across there? It's really weird. Did you see that? I saw something float across me. That was weird. My angels are all there. That was weird. I saw some white thing go across the screen. That's really weird. So anyway, you've got to understand that these people, a lot of them don't know what they want. So you must be looking out for things in the bio that will lead you to have clues about whether they're truth tellers or not. And one of the telltale signs, especially on Facebook dating, but on other dating sites, is if there's a discrepancy on their age. So if the person was 15 years old and couldn't get on Facebook legally, say the legal age is 18, I'm not exactly sure what the legal age is because I know legal age of consent for sex is different in different countries, but I think you've got to be 18 or over to be on Facebook. So say the person was 15, registered on Facebook, they would have lied about their age and made out they were 18. And so when they go into Facebook dating, there'll be a discrepancy of 3 years. They'll be 3 years older than their actual, but they'll be 3 years older on the profile than they will actually be in reality. So they'll be 3 years younger, really, than they show on their profile. Do you get what I mean? So if someone's was 15 when they're registered with Facebook, but they've got 18, they're actually 3 years younger than that. So if you go to someone on a dating site and you find out that they're younger than the age they've put on there, it's because they've lied about their age. Any age discrepancy is a lie. So you do not want to be going with these type of people, right? Thanks for the thumbs up. Lots of New Year love to you. So you want to be looking out for stuff like this. Like I said, smoking. They say they're a non-smoker. They've got cigarettes or vapes in their hand in photographs. They're lying, right? Pay attention to all this type of stuff. Don't just take their word for it, right? And if they say, oh, I'm single, yet you see they've got a wedding ring on, you know they're lying, right? And a lot of people that just do very small talk, like hi, they're only after casual sex. They're not after anything serious. A number of them is probably going to be married or in relationships. And all they are is bored of their relationship and they just want someone to talk to, you know? And they just want the least amount of effort as possible, which you do not want if you're looking for a serious relationship. If you're looking for a serious committed relationship, you need to make sure they're putting stuff they want a serious relationship or friendship in their profile. If they got casual relationship as well as serious relationship, that's very contradictory. You could argue that some people just put everything like casual, serious, chatting, friendship. They just go for everything in order to try and get someone. But then you can argue, well, that's desperation, isn't it? They just want anyone and they'll just put anything. You know, think about that in terms of relationship. They're going to say or do anything to make you think they're a good person, even if they're not. They're going to say things to make you think certain ways, even if they're not. Right? Because if they're okay with a casual relationship or okay with serious relationship, how do those two go together? They're the opposite. You know what I mean? So you can try speaking to someone who's wants serious and casual in the same way, but I mean, like, they're probably not going to be very trustworthy. It is a huge red flag. If you are serious about a relationship, you usually know, I want a relationship or friendship. I do not, because friendship is what starts a beautiful relationship off, usually. Stable and strong relationship, how you grow together, right? But if someone's just looking for something casual, maybe, or serious, they're not actually serious, right? So it counteracts it. It cuts it out. A person's not serious if they don't say much about themselves. A person is not serious if they basically got hardly anything in their bio, right? They want to be secretive. They don't want to share their thoughts, feelings, and emotions with you. If someone's just got, I'm hetero, like I'm straight and I'm from Wolverhampton, for example, and hi. What does that say about them? It says, I don't really want to talk up to you. I don't want to engage in conversation with you. I'm literally just looking to chat and hook up. I'm not interested in you getting to know me. I want to give you as little information about me as possible so that I do not give myself away and my life away to you. So I'm not serious, right? So look at what they're saying. There was a guy on Facebook and he looked a lot more serious. He said, I want a serious relationship. I'm not looking for a one night stand. He goes, it's so funny. He goes, I've already got two of them, one either side of my bed. Nightstand. I thought it was quite funny. And he said, I'm not looking for one night stand. I'm looking for something serious. These are the things I'm interested in. So he'll have like his hobbies and interests. And he'll say like, about him, and he'll have a picture of him and his dog and things like that. That's a much better profile. It's a much better person to be talking to. But they might not be your type, but it's going to be a much better bet to go for someone like that and to talk to them than it is someone who's just saying, I'm straight, I'm from Wolverhampton, hi. You know what I mean? They're two completely different mindsets, right? And if you want to be treated with respect, you're better off going for someone who's got something long in their profile, who knows what they want. You want to find someone who knows what they want, who's committed to writing a lot about themselves, who's committed to putting time, energy, and effort in. The only way you can have a healthy, serious, committed relationship if someone is willing to work on themselves and their shit from the past and work with you as a team and know what they want. If they don't know what they want, there's no direction. There's no intention there whatsoever. They're just drifting along in life. You don't want a drifter. You want someone who knows exactly what they want. Sometimes I'm criticized because I'm too specific, right? But if I'm not specific, then I get shit I don't want. I might get shit I don't want anyway, even by being specific. But, you know what I mean? The more specific you are, the more you're going to get someone who's somewhat compatible for you, like in some way. The more you're wishy-washy, the more you'll get God knows what in your life. Of course, you can try something different. Like, you could try to be with a different type of person to what you're used to, but you still have to look for them being serious in their profile, right? And so asexuals need to know that it is difficult for anyone in 2024 for dating. The dating scene's got harder and harder. And the realism for this is because it's swipe culture. Everyone, not everyone, the majority of people want instant gratification. In order to have a serious committed relationship, people have to give up the idea of instant gratification. What does instant gratification mean? It means I can swipe through 50 people and potentially get 50 dates and have 50 lots of sex, right? Okay, if you're an asexual sex repulsed, you may not want the sex, right? But you can potentially just swipe and talk to 50 different people about Smurfs and food and cats or whatever you want to do, right? It's 50 people on tap, 100 people on tap, right? People that are the majority of people are unfortunately into quickness, into quick wins, into like just getting instant gratification. They're not willing to delay gratification. You need to be looking for someone who's willing to delay gratification, delay excitement and pleasure for getting to know you, for building a friendship with you, for sharing their emotions and feelings and thoughts with you. Right? You need to look for someone who wants quality over quantity, someone who wants to be patient and kind and caring and loving and giving and sharing and build something special with you, compared to someone who just wants a rumble in the jungle. In other words, sex, right? You need to be looking at these contrasts, and your only way you're going to be able to decipher that a bit in dating is by what they write in their bio, the pictures. So what story do they paint in their bio, and what story does the pictures tell? What's the discrepancies between them? When you talk to them, are they open? Are they asking you questions, or is it you just asking them questions all the time? Are they vulnerable with you? Do they share their emotions with you? Because the only way you can emotionally attach to someone is by sharing your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with each other. You won't be able to attach to someone very much if they're not sharing much of themselves. But people who are narcissists and abusers, a lot of the time, will share certain information to use to manipulate you later on. So be very careful and aware of that. Some narcissists and abusers will not share very much information. They want to keep it mysterious, right? But the truth is, if you want a serious committed relationship, stop all this nonsense about being mysterious, right? You don't want someone who's mysterious. You want someone who's straight down the line, direct with you, says what they want, knows what they want, says what they mean, and doesn't play games and give you bullshit, right? And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there still teaching guys specifically how to get sex from women quickly, how to even there's a guy even on Instagram that I liked one of my posts months ago. I think it was 2 months ago now. And it might have been 3, and he was like, basically he teaches on his profile on Instagram, he teaches guys how to get women, get sex out of them, basically, get as many dates as possible. This is not what you want to be doing with your life. Why do you want to waste your life doing that? What sort of guy does that? A narcissistic abuser asshole, right? You don't want to be that type of guy, right? You want to be a kind, caring, committed guy. And even if you do want sex, right, be upfront about it. Don't be playing games with women's emotions. Just say, look, I love sex. I really enjoy it. And, I think you're attractive. Like, and, like that type of thing. I'd like to have, I don't want sex. Obviously, I don't want guys to approach me for sex. When I put in my bio, I don't want sex, I don't like it. But I still get guys all the time liking my profile photograph, not actually reading my bio, and they just want sex with me. They want, they just think, well, they just obviously find me attractive, want sex with me. But, if you are someone who's watching this who's not asexual and you just want sex, that's fair enough. And make sure you're open and honest about that. Don't play games with women's emotions. Some women do like a lot of sex, I'm not one of them. But if you're looking for a serious long-term committed relationship, you need to be looking at different avenues for dating, not just dating sites. Obviously, like, I would recommend going on a number of different dating sites. So like Badoo.com, Facebook dating. I think if you're really serious and want to find a relationship, you might want to try a paid service like eHarmony or Match.com. I think those are two services that if I was paying for it, I'd pay for. I did actually pay for eHarmony years ago for 3 months, but that was back in 2012. But I didn't know I was asexual back then. And when guys were talking to me, I was just concluding that I didn't want sex. And eventually I put that in my profile and I got no one. And then about 3 months later or longer, may have been me 5 months later or more, I got this guy randomly phoning me up from eHarmony. Then, like, he'd been following me and he was really weird. And he was like, wanted to meet up with me, but he sounded older and he lived at Newton Abbot. It was just so strange. And I'm like, nah. But that was the only guy I got interested in me after that. So, for asexuals going on a dating site that's predominantly not an asexual dating site, then I think it's difficult, because you don't want to be spending money out unless you're going to actually get something back, if you know what I mean. Like, to get zero, as soon as I said I don't want sex, that was it. It's like crickets, right? So, you want to bear that in mind if you are going to pay for a dating site. I still think it's quite good to have the experience of paying for a dating site to see the difference between a paid service and an unpaid service. Unfortunately, Badoo have said that they are, that their vibes change now, the energy's changed, they're really changing things with dating. Nothing's changed on dating. A lot of the people that come on Badoo are literally looking for hookups and casual sex, which is basically hookups. That's all they're after, a lot of them. There's hardly any on there for serious relationship. When you filter them by serious relationship, you don't get very many. And when they do come up, a lot of them are lying anyway. So, like, serious relationship, they said, but they're like, oh, I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. Good times only. Like, I just want a MILF. I just want, like, MILF is mother I'd like to fuck. It's disgusting. I get that sometimes. It's like, one is I don't ever want to be a mother. It's disgusting for me personally to even have that concept. Two is I do not need a young guy to mother, and I never will want a young guy to mother. I'm the opposite of that. If he wants to take care of me, fine. But I can take care of myself, and I do not want to do that. And you know what I mean? It's like I get insulted that people just think I'm that age and a mother. I was like, what? I'm not interested in being a mother. Oh my lord. I'm a freedom girl. I like clubbing. I like going to Disneyland Paris. I like doing young fun stuff. I'm like, are you crazy? Yeah. All right. Go and look elsewhere, because I'm not one of those mother type of people. Yeah, so I get guys who like curves as well, big boobs and all that lot are interested in me, but it's just like, that's what you're interested in. I'm not interested in that. So in terms of, like, if you're looking for a long-term serious relationship, you need to be looking at what qualities they have. Like, are they kind? Are they caring? Are they willing to talk about themselves and their life? Are they willing to take their time to get to know you? Are they asking you questions about yourself? Like, how much time and energy and effort they put into the conversation compared to you. If the amount of talking you're doing in text messaging is more than them, much more, then that's a red flag for they're not really interested in you, and you're the one keeping the connection going. So you need to just move on, basically. There'll become a stage where you'll say something to them like, well, I noticed I'm doing all the messaging here, so I'm not comfortable with that, because I want equality. And if that person's not prepared to step up to the plate and give you equal conversation, then you have to let them go. You have to be prepared to have rejection, Rejection is not a problem. It's actually good because it cancels the wrong people out for you. If someone rejects you, it means they were never the right person for you in the first place. So it doesn't matter. They've literally told you, I'm not the right person for you by rejecting you. But rejection is just really online these days. It's just a deletion. They'll just delete you, block you, or anything like that, which you can do to them as well. Don't take it personally that someone's not suitable for you. Take it as a sign that it's good, because you don't want that type of person in your life who knows they're no good for you. You want a type of person in your life that cherishes you, respects you, loves you for who you are, wants to date you, wants to spend time with you, wants to engage in conversation on a regular basis with you, wants to take care of you to some degree. You want someone who's your bestest friend, who loves to share their life and world with you. You want someone who's prepared to see you with their friends and treat you as one of their family friends, if you know what I mean. Someone who's kind and caring and honest and loyal, someone who doesn't tell you what you want to hear all the time, someone who is prepared to do things for you that maybe they wouldn't usually do, but they want to do of their own accord for you because they care about you so much. Someone who thinks, wow, I wouldn't want to be without this person in my life because she's really special, or whatever gender, and my life without them would not be the same, and I feel much more happier with that person. But in terms of dating, like I said, there's Badoo.com, Facebook dating. Obviously, there's things like Tinder, but that's a well-known hookup site. Plenty of Fish, that's often used to hook up as well. I got removed from Plenty of Fish a number of years ago now because I said I didn't want sex, and they said, oh, the word sex was flagged, so that's why we removed you. But there was people on there, other people that said they actually wanted sex, whereas I said I didn't want sex, and I was the one who got removed, so that doesn't make sense. So you might want to try a number of them, and see how you get on in 2024. But know that a lot of them are into hookups. A lot of the people are avoidant attachment style on these. So they're avoiding intimacy, they're avoiding commitment, they're avoiding getting into a real relationship. So if you're looking for something serious, then a lot of the time these guys or people are not suitable for you. So you have to remember that. On Facebook dating, if you're using Facebook dating, there is a friends category, so you can search for someone, relationship or friends. But just know, whenever you click friends, usually that person's still going to be after a relationship with you. They're not going to really take any notice of the friendship. They're going to start chatting to you more like a friend to begin with, but then they are going to be talking about relationship with you and hooking up with you and stuff like that. So do not think the friendship tab is actually friendship, even though it's meant to be. It's not. Also, in Facebook dating, you can search someone by hobbies and interests. I don't know if I've ever showed you that feature before. I don't know if I can get it up on my phone, but you can search for someone by hobbies and interests. You can also send a message to someone just by right. So this is someone's profile. I don't know if I can show you. So this is someone's profile on Facebook dating, right? This is a guy's profile. Right, and it says looking for a relationship that would lead to something meaningful. So that's a bit better. Looking for long-term relationship. So this person has at least said they're looking for something serious, right? And their actual, this bit here, it says long-term relationship matches what they said they're looking for. Doesn't mean to say necessarily it's definitely true, but you know what I mean? It does match up. This here saying they want a relationship matches up with this looking for a relationship. So that's good. And then you've got things about them under here as well. So, and you've got pictures, but obviously they've got Instagram now, so you can go through all these people's Instagram photos, which are on public. So, and you can actually click through one of them and you can leave a message underneath one of the pictures. Usually, like, they've got a little message thing here. I don't know if you can see that there, you see? Oh, it's clicked off. But then, yeah, so you click that and then you can leave a message underneath the photograph. So you don't even have to match with them. This will automatically match with you if they read your message and click through it and respond. So rather than just like being a match, you could like say something about the picture. Say, oh, you look, congratulations or whatever if they won something, got an award, achieved something, or doing something important, whatever you want to do. And then that'll go in their inbox. And if they read it and react to it, that'll be a match, even though you haven't gone through the actual matches. So this is like dating stuff. This is dating. And then you just swipe, swipe whatever you like, swipe on there. That's Facebook Marketplace now. On the phone, it's that heart, by the way, Facebook dating. It has to be on the phone. You can't do this on desktop. But, you can just cancel them out if they're no suitable for you. Or you can put a heart there. So, yeah. But what you can do is you can browse by Instagram posts. So if I want to find more people on Facebook dating, you can just do this, right? So you can click through here and then you can just scroll up. So you go to Instagram, you can see all the different people on Instagram that are actually on Facebook dating. And you can literally go under here and just respond to anything of their Instagram posts. So this is another way you can find people that might be suitable for you. So this gives you more information about the person. That's what I like. You can go on their Instagram, you can check them out, see if they've actually got another woman that they're having photographs taken with on Instagram, yet they haven't put that on their Facebook profile, this type of thing. You can also see what they're interested in. Like, this person obviously likes cars and stuff like that. So you can be doing all this type of thing, right? These are public posts, right? So these are Instagram posts. So you can look via Instagram, you can click through to match as friends, but don't forget, like I said, this isn't really friendship. This guy, this guy was also in potential matches for me. You don't got to worry about where I'm at because I'm probably at the gym. So yeah, right. So yeah, so you know what I mean. Then you can like them. So the friendship isn't really friendship because most of those people that are like friendship, they're looking for something more than friendship as well. The majority of them. Then you can click discover through interests. So wherever your shared interests are, Facebook dating, like see, it'll say also interest in dance and has one other thing in common with me. So this is shared interests on Facebook dating, right? But you see, this is a lot better profile. Do you see what I mean? This is live at the moment I'm doing this because he's saying what he wants. So this is a much more higher potential of a success rate if you want the same things as he does, because he's written a lot more. So he's more serious about a relationship, right? So what's he put? Hi. Adventure seeker on the hunt for a partner in crime. Let's explore the world, laugh till our sides hurt, and build a rock solid connection that can weather any storm. Passionate about meaningful relationships, personal growth, and creating a life. So I like this type of person because obviously they're into personal growth. Nature lover extraordinaire. I'm not into nature. Rain-soaked days, serene beaches. Not really into beaches. Breathtaking landscapes. Not really into landscapes. Towering mountains. Not really into mountains. Mother Nature's wonders never cease to amaze me. There's nothing like the tranquility of the great outdoors. So really, this person seems like he's got huge potential to be really nice and good in a relationship, yet he loves traveling and the outdoors, and I really don't like the outdoors. Like, I like entertainment stuff. So yeah, it's a shame because he's foreign, but he's got a huge beard. But this is the type of person in terms of description. I don't like beards at all. But this is the type of description that you want to be going for. Someone who's got a lot more to say and who knows what they want and who's worked on themselves, Do you know what I'm saying? Someone who's worked on themselves, knows what they want, got an idea of what they like, it's got direction in his life. These are very good qualities. When they said passionate about meaningful relationships, that's a really good green flag to go. Personal growth, because you want someone with a growth mindset, someone who's willing to say, hey, I'm not perfect. I want to grow myself. I want to grow myself for myself and in the relationship with you as a team. I want to better myself. A good quality guy will recognize a good quality woman, for example, because they'll respect the person, they'll admire the person, You know, a good guy will recognize a good woman and be like, I want a good woman by my side who inspires me to be a better guy, who holds me accountable. A person who's narcissistic will not want responsibility, will not want accountability, will not want to be held accountable for the relationship and for growing it together. A person who's a good person will want some accountability, responsibility. They'll want that sense of satisfaction and achievement by helping each other in the relationship. So this type of guy, you know, looking for friendship, long-term relationship, why did I say a serious person is that way inclined more? Look at, you know, they're looking for friendship or a long-term relationship. They're not putting casual stuff or just chatting. They're looking to build something meaningful. So this guy is like a lot better, you know? So, you know, he's like quite a bit of stuff. So he's like quite a bit of stuff, but sometimes people can go over the top with this and like so much you're like just checking everything. But it seems like some of this is in keeping with what he likes: gym and fitness, cycling, camping and backpacking, hiking, car racing, swimming, comedy, water activities, gym and health clubs, adventure parks, dance. So that's very like again, he's put quite a few on there. So this guy seems a lot healthier. I don't know him personally. I've never ever spoke to him, but his profile seems to say and indicate a green flag for this guy is someone that if you had common interests and commonalities and want the same thing, you would be good to talk to him because he looks like he wants something meaningful and serious, and he's more secure within himself and more trustworthy because of what he's written. So he is Muslim. But you know what I mean? He's 29 according to this, and he's saying exactly what he wants. So remember when I just said what you need to look for in a profile to potentially have a healthy relationship? This is the type of guy you need to be going for, a person. Someone who knows what they want, who knows that you've got to grow yourself. You know, like if there are so many guys I come across who just don't want to grow themselves. They don't want to take any responsibility or accountability for themselves and their own behavior and the repercussions that behavior has on other people and the effect that has, right? So many guys I see, so many guys I've dated or kissed, right, that are like that. They don't want anything serious. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't realize they've got things they need to improve on to be better in any relationship. I'm not just talking about seeing me. I'm talking about any relationship with a woman. I'm thinking, my God, unless you change yourself and become a better person and become accountable and responsible and think it's better to have something healthy than the amount of likes you get on your Instagram, we're in serious trouble in the dating world, right? But there are still guys out there like this, right, with healthy looking profiles. They're few and far between, but they are out there clearly, because I was talking about it earlier and one popped up on Facebook dating, you know? So you've got to bear in mind that you've got to look for this type of thing. They're looking for a relationship or got friendship and relationship on there. They know what they want. They're saying like they want to, they're into personal growth and creating a life. They're into building, creating. This is very different to the majority of guys that are looking to hook up, right? A guy who's looking to hook up and something casual will want the least amount of words possible to say to you because they're not wanting to put time, energy, and effort in. They want to get the most amount of sex and sexual satisfaction from you without doing anything for it, without working hard for it. They want the most quick gratification to like titillate them, satisfy them sexually, and satisfy their egos and just make them feel better temporarily and swipe, 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 dopamine, 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 right? This is what the majority are like, right? You want to get away from this type of person. There are a lot out there. If you come across them and you want to enjoy snogging them or whatever, just know that's okay. If you want to do that, be safe. But if you're looking for something serious, you need to go more for this type of person because the other type of person isn't going to be serious about you. You know, and it's a shame because I think he's got a lovely profile, but he's just like he's bearded and he's just really not my type, you know, in that way, because he's just like, yeah, it's a shame. He's got nice photographs, but aesthetically, I'm not attracted to him at all. Which is okay. He's just like, you know, got facial hair in all his photographs. But, you know, at least he's got a better profile than most of them. So I have to click off him and say no. But I'm glad that he can. And look what he's put. Looking for chatting, friendship, something casual, long-term relationship. Again, that is contradictory, right? Looking for something casual and a serious relationship at the same time is contradictory. So you know it's not true, don't you? You know this guy's not really bothered about what he gets in that way. You know, he just wants a relationship or wants something casual sex. He doesn't really care. He's not really a serious guy. Right. So we need to move on, right? And then you can click the see more button and you can just go down here. And so also interested. I got a lot of guys that are interested in dance like I am. But again, like, see what I mean? This is like the least amount of words. I'm freshy. I mean, what the hell does that mean? Is that his name? Because his initials are AB. Yeah, he's saying I'm freshy. So again, discrepancy, not to be trusted, right? It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, unless you just want casual sex with him, which I'm sure he'll be pleased to give you. You know what I mean? Again, you just got to click through these and see them. Shared interests. Lots to explore, many to help, much to do. Right? I mean, looking for chatting, friendship, long-term relationship. At least he's got rid of the casual. But again, like, what the hell does that mean? How is that person going to be suitable for a relationship? Lots to explore, many to help, much to do. I mean, what the hell does that mean? It just doesn't really mean anything, does it? You know what I mean? So, there's just like this guy, let's see, right? So he doesn't even speak English by the look of it, according to this. He's speaking in a foreign language. I mean, are you really going to get anything serious out of him? Probably not. You know what I mean? It's like, so this guy, he's better. So yes, look, this guy's got more stuff about him. So, but he says chatting, friendship, long-term relationship. So he's cut the word casual out, which is really good. Hi there, my name is blah, 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 and I'm excited to be here on Facebook dating. I'm a 26-year-old fun-loving guy who enjoys meeting new people, having a good conversation. In my free time, you can find me either reading books or I'm at the gym. I'm also passionate about life goals and motivate myself doing something better every day. I make positive impact in my community wherever possible. When it comes to a relationship, I value honesty, respect, and mutual understanding. He's actually really interesting. It's not my type, I think. Oh, but he's a bit bearded and he's very sexual by the look of it. Considering he's got like his top exposed like that, but then some guys like that who are gym goers, right? But yeah, he's probably a highly sexual guy. Because, like, the thing is, when they've got their tops off like this, most of them are highly sexual because, you know what I mean? As an asexual person, when you're dating, this for me is no good, really, because, like, I'm not really interested in the guy's body. And I've even had guys come on Facebook itself and like said, I mean, he's got a nice physique, clearly, but and he's clean, you know, he hasn't got body hair, which is great because I actually, if I'm going for a guy with body like that, I don't like body hair. I don't like facial hair on a guy, and I don't like body hair either. I actually like a guy who's got no body hair whatsoever, you know, on his chest. It's much better. So his chest is quite nice, but I'm not really into it. Like, as an asexual person, I'm not really interested in naked body. So that doesn't really appeal to me like it with a lot of women. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, one, I'm not really into muscles, but I got a bit more used to them now. And two is like, I'm not interested in sex, so why do I need to look at his body? I don't. Like, he can keep it covered for all I care, you know what I mean? But it's a shame because I like his profile actually. But I'm gonna heart it anyway. Because I like his profile, but when he finds out I'm asexual, he probably would not be interested because I'm guessing he likes sex. Because like I said, most of the people with those type of profiles do, but never mind. So yeah, but you see, like this one again, it doesn't really say anything, and again, it's contradictory. Casual and long-term relationship, right? It says funny, jovial, and ambitious, fun to be with, have a big personality. So that's all about him. It doesn't say in his profile anything he's going to do to help you in your life. Any value is going to add to your life. All it's saying is basically it was after a fun time. So this to me means this guy's not serious. He's contradicting himself. Look, he's saying that he's looking for something casual and a long-term relationship at the same time. Jovial, ambitious, fun to be with, have a big personality. It's all about him. It's all about his ego. It's all about him just being a fun guy to be with, right? If you just want something casual, then yeah, he's basically telling you he can give you a good time, be good company, have a laugh, have good sex. Basically, that's what his profile's telling you without actually saying that, because it's got nothing in there that's serious. If all he does is want to mess around and be fun and have a great big personality, like what does that say about relationship? It says absolutely FA. It doesn't say what he's looking for in a relationship. It doesn't say it doesn't say anything about the future, any about future goals, ambitions, dreams. You should be looking for someone who wants to do something with their life, who wants to have some goals, some ambitions, some dreams, who's living his purpose, who's enjoying his job or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like a lot of these guys, unfortunately, are just like, they're just here for a good time and not really much else. Like this guy, right? Okay, so he's cut out casual relationship, right? So there's no casualness on there, but that's all he said is humble. I mean, does that say that he's looking for a relationship? Really? It says it doesn't even, it says looking for friendship and long-term relationship, but what does his actual bio say? It just says the word humble. What does that mean? Does it say, oh, I'm looking for this type of person in a relationship, these are my hobbies and interests, this is what I'm after in a person? No. Does it say how he's going to help you in your life if he gets into a relationship with you? No. Does it say he's a healthy guy? Has he got anything in his profile to indicate he's going to be healthy in a relationship? No. It's got as minimal words as possible to get the least attached as possible, because either he doesn't know what he wants, or even if he does know what he wants, he's not willing to share it with you because he's not interested in getting anything serious. He just wants something fun and casual, probably, but he's saying he's humble because that makes him look a bit good, but that's it. It's like, it's not going anywhere, is it really? You know what I'm saying? So you've got to look at these profiles, and you, as an asexual person, start analyzing them, start breaking down them. Like I said, watch this video and look, like, does this says a bit more stuff, right? So it says love to travel, love making new friends. So he specifically said friends, but what has he done here? What has he done in his profile? Looking for friendships or something casual. So he was looking for friends with benefits, people. Friends with benefits. Friends with benefits, right? You have to understand. This is what people are after. Read between the lines. Do not just take things at face value and not think for yourself. Be analytical in your approach to dating in 2024. Right? If you're after someone for a long-term relationship, you want to know a bit about their personality, what they're looking for in a relationship, their goals, ambitions, and dreams, this type of thing. You want to know the deal breakers. Do they want marriage? Do they want kids? You want as much information in a bio as possible. Right? So he's saying charming, looking for a good buddy to spend time, not looking for something committed. He even says that. Before I even read it, he says that. But just by the looking for friendship and something casual, it's obvious without even spelling that out, but you spell it out. See? He's not looking for something committed. So you need to be analyzing these things, right? There are plenty of people who are not taking things. Look, this guy is saying he's looking for a serious relationship, but he's put nothing in there that actually indicates he's serious apart from that. What information is he telling you about himself or what he likes? Nothing really. So how are you going to have anything to talk to him about? If you're on a dating site, put something about yourself, put something about your hobbies, your interests, what you're looking for in a relationship, so people have something to go on. If you're the type of person that doesn't know what to write in a bio, it's because you haven't really thought about what you really want in a relationship yourself. So before you go on a dating site, you should be thinking about, what do I want in a relationship? What's my ideal type of person? What do I love to do as my hobbies, interest? And you should be putting that in your bio. Like, like I put like, I don't know if I can show you my actual profile or not. Right. Okay, so I've got these pictures in my profile on Facebook Dating, right? So some people don't know what pictures to put. You do facial shots, right? In different scenarios, different settings. So I'm just being normal. I'm being me. People think, oh, you have to be someone you're not. If you are being someone you're not on a dating site, you are setting yourself up for failure. from the beginning, because you cannot sustain that. You cannot sustain, I'm just looking cool all the time and good all the time. That's not a serious committed relationship. A serious committed relationship is you can sit in the same room and fart in front of them. That's a serious committed relationship. Like, you can burp in front of them. You can know the person's intimate most secrets. Know that, for example, that their cousin was not good to them when they were young or something, or know that their teacher used to throw stuff across the room or something. You need to know their intimate most thoughts, feelings, secrets. That, by the time you get into a serious relationship, you know their body functions, you know the fact that they're not that cool looking all the time. They can't be good looking all the time when they've got full of flu, for example. Their eyes are streaming, they got a runny nose. You know what I mean? This is serious stuff, people. So when you are dating, don't set yourself up for failure. Set yourself up for success by putting normal pictures. Yes, you can have some pictures of when you're going out to meals and to the theatre and to the cinema, but also have one of you like at home, one of you pose. Well, I say one of you posing. You shouldn't really be posing. You should just be being you. Like, one of you sat on a bench or something. One of you drinking or eating a meal in a restaurant or something. These, just put like photographs of things that you're doing in your everyday life. They're interesting. I mean, I've got ones of me that that's me just one of them's like from a club, I think. This is when I went to the dinosaur park. This is when I went to the theater. This is when I was in like I think that was one of the stores. Was it the Disney store? And this is where I'm at the aquarium. This is like, when I'm going out clubbing or go to the cinema. So I've got lots of different scenes, but these are natural. Like, I'm not wearing much makeup in these. Someone wearing no makeup whatsoever. And I'm just smiling and looking alive and looking like I'm gorgeous, obviously. I mean, I'm smiling in them because that's what I naturally like to be like. You can't smile all the time, but in photographs, you should just look approachable, warm, smiley, kind, caring. You know what I mean? Like, if I see a guy and he's like, I can see his face, he's in a natural environment, he's smiling, he looks approachable to me, I'm much more likely to want to talk to him in a message. If he's just posing and he's looking the other way and he's not even looking at the camera very much, a lot of women might think it's mysterious. Oh, what's he about? But for me, it's like I can't connect to a guy very much like that. It's like, well, you just look standoffish to me. You don't look approachable. I can't see your eyes. I can't see your face. Smile. A lot of guys on dating sites do not smile these days. They want to look like Mr. Cool and not smile, but it's not attractive, right? Be attractive. Be yourself. Just put yourself in photographs of different settings and scenes. You know what I mean? So, right. So this is like anyone, anyone, like, this is my profile. Hate all sex. Asexual in sexual orientation. Famous asexual author / YouTuber series. So I put that. All right. So some people know me on this YouTube channel quite well. I put famous. Of course, I'm not famous like a real pop, like a pop star or some real pop star. I'm not a pop star at all. Like a pop star or soap opera or something like that. Not at the moment, anyway. But you know what I mean. So I'm not, but I want a guy to know straight up front that I'm in the public eye in a major way, because I think like it's better to be taken seriously, and it's better for them to know that I'm well known in the media and the public eye. Because I want a public relationship. I'm not interested in something secret like loads of young guys do. I'm peed off with that, right? So I put serious. So I'm trying to say that I'm serious because I'm fed up of getting casual people. Like, I'm serious, right? So I put looking for mature, healthy-minded, clean-shaven Indian guy in his 20s. I can't make it more clearer than that now, can I, really? With growth mindset. Growth mindset, people. Who want serious, public, monogamous, long-term, forever love relationship. Without sex. See, without, not that people take any notice of that a lot of time, without kids, without marriage, and live separately. Love to kiss lots in a relationship, including public kissing, PDA, not here for hookups. Because what I got is a lot of guys wanting to just meet up for kissing. So I had to change the wording to love lots of kissing in a relationship. Otherwise, what I was getting is guys wanting to kissing hook up for me. They're like, oh, well, you're not into sex, but I'll just hook up with you for kissing. And while I love kissing, I don't want to meet up with a guy for hooking up for kissing. Just in case you're watching this. So, oh, what else did I put? I put something else, but I can't see it all myself because it's right, okay. So it says PDA here by like not looking for hookups. So I put looking for courageous, romantic, forever soulmate who's happy to be seen on social media with me. Because I have to make that clear. Because again, you'll get some guys go, oh no, my parents can't know I'm dating you. Ah! I'm like, you're really not a strong guy for me then. If you don't want someone to know, like if someone doesn't want their family or friends or parents or anyone to know about you, they're not serious about you. If you're looking for a serious relationship and that person's already telling you they don't want to show you to their parents or their relatives or friends or whatever, then you know that it's just no good. Just leave, exit their life, right? But I'm very clear about what I want. Looking for a long-term relationship. Like I can't get it more right, asexualized, and then I put some of the things I'm interested in. So that's good because I've got a number of things in there. What have I got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. Sorry. Well, the reason it's good to have some interest is because then they link you in your profile to other people with the same interests, so you can find people with shared interests. So this is on Facebook dating. You can only get Facebook dating on the phone. You can't get it on laptop or desktop. And it's a heart symbol, and so you need to be putting some things you're interested in. And a lot of dating sites have this now. They'll have things come up where you've got mutual interests and stuff like that, and it's also good talking points. So you want to be putting stuff like that. I've added music in as well, music that I like as well in Facebook dating. And these are what people say about me. So guys who've talked to me have said I'm friendly, good vibes, and respectful. So yeah, so I just like, these are just natural photographs of me, in different scenarios. I like all these photographs. That was me when I saw Frozen. I was just like literally in a raincoat. My hair's a bit wet, I think. You know what I mean? This is like natural stuff. Look, that's me in a Disney store. That's me with a dinosaur. You know what I mean? These are just all pictures on Facebook dating, but I'm not wearing any makeup in that. Look, there's no makeup on there. But again, this makes you stand out. People stand out who are authentic, who are smiling, who are natural, who are not unfiltered, because everyone is doing the opposite. A lot of people are filtering themselves. A lot of people are specifically posing on purpose for the camera. A lot of people aren't writing much in their bio. If you do the opposite to what they're doing, you're going to shine out in your profile, in your bio. If people are interested in a serious relationship, obviously, if someone's interested in something casual or hookup, the only thing they're going by is pictures and what you look like. Do they look at your face and want to fuck you? Basically, that's what it is in a nutshell. Notice I don't put many of my body in there. There is one couple of long shot, but you know what I mean. The majority of them are on my face. And so Facebook dating, again, like I said, you can browse through Instagram for Instagram posts, just make new friends, discover through interest. Make new friends isn't really friends, it's basically more than that. Second look. So you can go and have a second look, and you can put a secret crush, which I've never done. Choose crushes from your Facebook friends or Instagram. So I could put something on there, can I? Instagram follower, and see if they're actually on the dating site. That'd be naughty to do that. I've never actually tried that. That's the one thing I have not tried on Facebook dating. I've not tried a secret crush thing. I don't actually get crushes. I either have love feelings, usually fancy feelings, aesthetic attraction, romantic feelings. I don't usually do crushes. I've never had a crush in my life, as far as I know. So, but yeah, obviously, like, if you're looking to date and get into a relationship as well, you might want to think of other things off online dating sites, such as going to social groups in your city, for example, through meetup.com. Like, obviously there might be some dating ones, because there's some speed dating and other dating groups that are going on throughout the country through meetup.com, right? There's also some asexual meetups that are on meetup.com. Asexuality.org has asexual meetups as well, usually not specifically for dating, but you might meet an asexual person at an asexual meetup. You're much more likely to meet someone suitable at an asexual meetup around the UK, for example, in different parts of the UK than you are on a traditional heterosexual dating site, for example, right? Facebook dating, most of them are not going to be asexual. I don't think I've met one single asexual person, genuine asexual person on there yet. I've met 8 people on the 8 guys on the asexual spectrum I've come across, I should say, on there. But again, they were all on the sexual end of the asexual spectrum, all not suitable, beards and smoking, you know? So think about what you want, think about different ways you can meet people. In person's always a good way to meet someone, because if you meet someone in person, at least you can judge a bit of what they're like more, their personality, how they interact with other people around you. Do they include you with other people? Do they turn their back on you when they're with other people? Are they introducing you to their friends, or are they not? Are they pretending that they don't know you when they're with their friends? This type of behavior, you know. Are they like a chameleon? They change personalities due to whoever is around. You don't want this type of person. This person's a people pleaser, which means people pleasing is actually a form of deception, if you think about it, because they're saying things just to please the other person, to make them like them, which means they'll say whatever they can to get people to keep liking them. They don't reveal their true feelings and emotions. And in a relationship, you need to reveal your true feelings, emotions, thoughts, but you need to provide a safe space for each other to do that. So if the other person's not prepared to listen to your feelings and what you're unhappy about, then that's going to be no good. You're not going to be able to have a healthy relationship with someone like that. So other than being on dating sites, give dating sites a go, but know that a lot of them are looking for hookups. A lot of them are avoidant personality types. A lot of them have got trauma that they haven't worked through. A lot of them have got shit that they've gone through shit, but they haven't worked on their shit, should I say. You know, they're still thinking everyone in the world is the problem, and they've got no responsibility for their own problems, their own life, and their own, you know, everything else is someone else's problem, right? There's no accountability or responsibility. In a relationship, there has to be accountability and responsibility for each individual in that relationship, and there has to be able to be truths being told about how a person feels, even if it's uncomfortable. And if you can't talk to a person like that and have difficult conversations, and them still wanting to be with you and being there in your life and wanting to make things better with you and improve the relationship, then it's no go. You're going to end up drifting apart or splitting up eventually, or it's going to be one-sided. You know, one person's going to be putting more time, energy, and effort in than the other, and you don't want that. So what I was saying is, if not just online dating sites, go to places like meetup.com, where they do have some asexual meetups in some areas, for example in the UK, but meetup.com's a global thing. Or there are asexual actual meetups via Meetup Mart on asexuality.org. That's throughout the country. You go to Meetup Mart and you go to the country, find out the country, and then go to meetups there. Don't forget, you're going to have to travel probably. If you're not willing to travel for a relationship or move for a relationship, you're narrowing your pool down even more. Most people are not going to find that ideal person on their doorstep, right? You're going to have one person move to the other, or commute or travel for a while, but no one wants to travel forever, right? So even a long distance relationship, eventually one has to move to the other usually, otherwise the relationship will end. Maybe it'll be 5 years time, right? When you've gone through all that heartache and pain together for 5 years, and then you split up because no one's moving. Like, you're settled where you live, they're settled where they live, and no one's making a move, right? Someone has to be willing to say, yeah, I'm going to make a move. I'm going to move to you or live near you, you know? So yeah, think about all these things. Meetup.com, you can find a lot of different groups, like photography groups, entrepreneur groups, massage groups, you know, writing, book club groups, all different types of interest groups, walking, hiking groups, right? So go and meetup.com, find different social groups, and you could meet someone for a relationship through that. There's a lot of groups on Facebook. There's my dating groups. Please, if you're in my dating groups, post more about yourself, what you're looking for in a relationship, you know, do a number of posts. Facebook usually only shows about 10% of posts to people. So if you're posting once about yourself in a dating group and you're thinking, I've not got anyone interested in me, you need to post more than that, but post your photograph. Don't just post something blank that no one can take any notice of. Post a photograph, post a video of yourself, get involved in the comments section in Facebook groups, start making yourself known in the comments, reply to other people's comments, strike conversations, ask if you can private message people, this type of thing. right? Be proactive, not reactive. Don't just wait for someone to come and fall in your lap. Go out there and try and find connection with people. Build a friendship, build some connection with them to get to know them better if they're suitable for a relationship or not, right? If someone wants to travel the world and go to Australia and you want to stay in the UK, that's going to be no good, right? So look for compatibility. So on meetup.com, like, go to different places, go and like look at different things that you might be interested in. So you might meet someone through that. In Facebook, there's loads of asexual dating groups for different areas, different parts of the world, right? So go and explore all these. Look at the rules of the individual groups. Some allow you to private message people from the dating group, others don't. They say comment first and then you can ask them in the comments if you can message them. There are loads of dating groups on Facebook that aren't for asexuals. You could go in them as well, but most of the people are going to want sex in them. So just be aware of all these things. I hope you found this video useful, helpful, insightful. If you have, please pop a thumbs up, put a comment down below. Look, fireworks is going off again. Woo! Thumbs up this video, and share it with anyone you think may benefit from it. And I'll see you soon in the next video live stream. Lots of love. Take care. Like I said, put any questions down below, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon and grab yourself a copy of Asexual Perspectives on Amazon. Bye.